Hello, today is Friday, November 20th, and on the very last slide of this week's weekly planner, there's a homework assignment that says PHET exploration. So this website is an online lab website that has different simulations, they call them simulations, that we'll be using during the physics unit since we can't get together to do activities in class. So what I'd like for you to do today, since you don't have any other homework assignments unless you owe some makeup work.
I'm done.
Unless you have makeup work, do that first. But once you finish with your makeup work, I'd like you to go to this website. And there are many different simulations that you can try out on this website. Some of them use Java, some of them use HTML5, some of them use Flash. Depending on what you have on your device, they may or may not work right away. I'm going to try to only assign the ones that have an HTML5, these ones that have the 5, because that should work on all of your devices now. But if one of them won't work on your device, just let me know and I'll find something else that might work. There are a lot of different kinds of activities on here. Some of them are electricity, some of them are with light, some of them like our density, things that float and sink. There's some tug of war and skateboards. The one that you see is force and motion basics will be the assignment next week. We'll also use the energy skate park as well. So if you want to peek at those, you can. There's a lot of options here. A lunar lander we'll use later on. So I just want you to pick the ones that sound interesting to you. You can't break anything, so just click on stuff and see what happens. The website uses a lot of like drag and drop. So when you choose one, it'll take you to a page that looks like this. You might need to download it to get it to work. And then it'll show up in the lower left-hand corner of your screen and you would open it from there. But start with this play button and hopefully that's enough to get it to go. Some of the activities have more than one game or simulation that goes with them. So this one has an introduction, a lab, and a game. So I'm going to start with the intro. And you can see it's kind of like a teeter-totter situation. So I can leave the braces and put these things on different parts of my teeter-totter. And then when I let go of click to get rid of the braces, you can see what happens there. And then if I move this around, at some point you can get it to balance even though they are different masses. So you can slide these around and then they balance out. Like that. So if you've ever been the big kid on the teeter-totter versus the little kid, you probably noticed that you go slide up the pole a little bit and you can both still ride together. So you can also turn on forces, shows you the different amounts of force, which is what we're learning about. You can find the level line. So if you're trying to determine if it's level, those arrows would give you a hint that that's level. Rulers, different marks, lots of different options. And then down at the bottom, there's usually a navigation bar. So just choose different activities. Doesn't matter which one. Get familiar with how to change the controls and add in the different options and move things around. And then next week you'll be ready for our lab.